Hello, it's Dale here. This week I've been exploring something quite different. I like doing a lot of image transfers in different ways with mediums and using laser prints or inkjet prints and trying different things. And sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. It's not really worries me about whether things are super clear, but I've just found these transferring with, you know, the sleeves, the plastic sleeves that you can put your stuff in. And so I bought a box of medium weight ones and I cut the edge off, and then I simply took a picture of mine, which I scanned, and I printed it onto the sleeve. Naturally, the first thing that happened was the machine jammed, and I use an inkjet, a cheap inkjet printer. It's the cheapest one that I can buy at Spotlight, Officeworks. It's an XP 2105 or something. It doesn't last for a long time, but the inks cost an awful lot more, but it doesn't do anything else. I don't scan with it. I don't do anything other than print stuff through it because we have other printers. But this is what I've done with my image. I printed onto it, if you can see, and then because the ink is on it, I just turned it over and pressed it onto the surface. Now, sometimes it doesn't all come out. Whoops, so I've just stuffed this one up. But anyway, just you see, so obviously there's a little hint. Hold it very firmly before you do it. And then we lift it off, and there's the print. Now, what I do with this then is just wash it out, wash the ink off and put it down. The one I did earlier is a better image, and I ghosted it at the top with what was left on the thing. Not particularly good, but at different times you'll get different effects. And this is in just sketchbook paper. And another, just to try it, to see what it's like on tissue text. This is heavy tissue text. So this is my second one. And I'll just put it onto here and see how it goes. This is so easy if you've got these plastic things which you can buy. They're not expensive. And a little handy hint though, when you wash them, make sure you dry them properly again before you use them, or the machine will spit at you and say it's jammed and so on. I think the box of 100 cost me $9, so it doesn't matter too much. So here it is on tissue text, and I'll take those away. You can see it, if you look here, you can see a bit more of the image just still there, which I could pick up, but I'm not going to today. So that's on tissue text, which is quite good because I've done a few others, and I did this one and it didn't come out so well. This is one of my pieces, and I had to reverse it, of course, to get the words going the other way. So, but it's, as an experiment, it's quite interesting, but this one is definitely much better. Then I could bond it to felt or something else and stitch on it. Now I could have, from my original, I could have reversed it so that, which I will do. So this one here I'm really quite pleased with. We'll come back and have a look at some of the others that I've done. This is this one here, and it's not so wonderful on there either, and it's probably got too many layers of colour, so it's something to experiment with. And then I should have another one here. This is Tom, Christmas a couple of years ago, and so he hasn't come out too badly. That's another idea. This one here is just from this one here. So once again, it's not that one, it's this one. So it's reversed itself, but it gives you a background and an idea, and it's a very, very easy way to, you don't need any medium, you don't really, as long as you've got an inkjet printer and some sheets, that's all you need. And there's a lot of control. That's an original, that's the first one I did, which was much better than the next one, but I hadn't reversed it, so the words were back to front, not that you can actually read them there. And if I'll see how I get on, I should have another one here that I could show. And I did another one here with these, the vase here with the flowers in, but it's much paler. But of course you can colour it up and then use it, but it's such a brilliant idea. And a little drawing of a boat, which I did exactly the same with. It's a very fine line drawing, so that transferred as well. And these are my pots before I started when I was playing with them, so they've come down quite well, could be added to. But I'm really quite pleased with the idea, and I reckon it's a good one to try. So I hope you have a go and get a little bit of inspiration from that. And the just might as well tell you about the disasters, really, because I think it's really important that when you wash these out, that you let them dry thoroughly. Don't try putting it back in the machine when it's still a tiny bit damp. And if you bought a whole box for $9, like I have it for 100, it doesn't really matter that you just use another one. So this is a little idea, and I'll see you again another time. Bye.